Well, the people them when in Angola, Delta, use your max.
Welcome to Sam.
Thank you so very much. Glad to be here.
You want to send a message to fans who are waiting at
Yes, absolutely. Like I said, I can't hide my sentiment for the fact that I'm here in Ceylon. Ceylon has been on my mind for quite a long time to come. And Allah in His wisdom, He makes it easy for me to come at the right time when He's so pleased. And I know I have a lot of people here that are waiting for me. According to what YouTube and Facebook told me last year, most of my followers are from Ceylon in Nigeria. And so definitely me being here is a stretch of hand to the community and to let them know that wherever I am in the world, I'm in love with them. And that whatever I've come to give the people of Ceylon in terms of advice and what Islam says, I will do it. And then I'm trying to also set up a bridge, building bridge for the Christian and the Muslim and those who don't have faith at all. That's what Islam entails. Islam means peace. So wherever we go, we have to spread peace. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing as my short days here in Ceylon goes along, inshallah.
So, prior to really witnessing the symposium on Friday, tomorrow, what is in the package? What are you expecting to get?
Well, if I tell you the package, that means you're not going to come to the show. So now you're trying to trick me to tell you the package. Yeah, man, I'm going to hide some of it. I know I have a lot of information that I think each and every person should come and hear. It's going to be on the topic that is so it's so biting. It is so wanting to talk about. But people shy away from it. So I'm going to be giving that kind of lecture or whatever that I'm going to be giving. And inshallah, I hope everybody will be comfortable with what I said. The government will be happy, the community will be happy, everybody will be happy. That is what I'm going to be saying. But I'm going to hide most of it because we're trying to let me out of the bag, which I'm not going to do.
All right, thank you very much.
It's so much welcome. It's a pleasure for me. Barakallah.
Check Awal.
Oh, how are you, my brother? Allah Akbar. I heard about you.
Thank you.
And inshallah, I'm so very looking forward for you and I to sit down and have a dialogue on some issue that is concerning myself and you and the community of Muslims also. Absolutely.
I spoke to you last time, but you can't hear me.
Oh, that was you. Yeah, there was so much noise in the background. MashaAllah. I'm so very happy to meet you. I'm here. I'm happy. Already I'm happy. So yesterday the guy that brought me down, they took good care of me. And I feel like a baby.
Thank you.
I'm having a good time.
You will have more, inshallah.
MashaAllah. Barakallah. Khair, inshallah. We'll find time and sit down. So we need to do that.
You will happy to stay with us a month, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
If it is good this time, maybe the next time I might stay here for it. Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, we do.
I didn't say that.
We do.
Inshallah. We'll work on that one.
I love you. Where? I love you.
studio, they will get selected.
Warm welcome to the What's Happening Breakfast Show. We're in the final hour of the show now, but we've been joined by us a guest this morning, a very important guest has just landed in Sierra Leone this morning. Alhamdulillah, Sheikh Awal. Well, he's in Sierra Leone, and tomorrow he will be performing Juma at the McDonald, Tumbo and Waterloo Highway. But he's been accompanied by our very own Sheikh Fumba. They're here this morning. We want to say plenty thank you to now for when I take the time for come. We had to cancel all what we have just so we would give them this welcome this morning. It's a very good morning to you, sir.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be in Africell radio this morning and to get the attention of the entire Sierra Leone community, especially the Muslim community, to listen. But our guests is not only for the Muslim community, but for the nation as a whole. Okay. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, I also want to welcome you, our special guest, Sheikh Awal. Welcome to Sierra Leone.
Thank you very much. It's absolutely a pleasure for me to be here, and definitely I'm so very glad I can't even hide my sentiment for the fact that open your arm wide for me to. So definitely, I'm so very happy, to be here. Definitely.
All right. So let's talk about you coming to Sierra Leone. What inspires the coming to Sierra Leone? What was the inspiration behind it?
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen wa kafa. Okay, based upon what I've been hearing from the social media, especially YouTube and Facebook, they told me that most of my followers are in Sierra Leone. Okay. And so I've been longing to come to Sierra Leone for quite a long time, but I just didn't get the chance to come. I get confused like that when somebody's speaking, I speak. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so therefore I'm here, and I'm so very glad to be here. Whatever message that I have definitely is going to be a beautiful one. It's going to be something that the Muslim and non-Muslim will crave for it. We're here to establish the bond and make Sierra Leone to be the greatest country that it is, inshallah.
All right. Well, we love that. I'm sure people are excited already. But Sheikh Fumba, let I come to you. This is not a very big move. I remember when Sheikh moved to Sierra Leone. How Sierra Leoneans then be embraced. The national stadium not be ever full to capacity that kind of way. They will not ever see that kind of crowd there. But now it's COVID-19 and we get Sheikh Awal. We don't come. How not intend to go about this this time around?
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. This kind of scholar way kind of country, it passed COVID-19 because it come on a therapy. It come on an inspiration for the young one. It come on a cessation of all form of violence. It come on a Fokangi agenda and direction to the young generation. The world yearn for them come one day when they come on any country. Every country want for get good people them. So the whole world today, when you catalog scholar them, 50 in the world statistics, Sheikh Mohamed Awal is among that 50 day. If you can an African region, tell on our scholar than in the whole world, Sheikh Awal is among the 5 best scholars. So everybody go on for partner up. You want for associate yourself with such people. When the Rashidin Muslim Association tell the Muslim community that they want to bring Sheikh Awal, we look down upon them. Rashidin Muslim small organization, you go fish out that big man. They say they can do it. So some of we not been really sure. It's a shock to some of us. And some scholars now sitting down, it's a shock to them that Rashidin Muslim Jama, in collaboration with other people for fish out, this big man. Again, you talk about in source of inspiration. Now the internet, social media, all over the world, it get funded. In Sierra Leone again, it get what we call FOSMA, Friends of Mohamed Awal. So the FOSMA self now a force, now a group with it behind the Rashidin Muslim Association, where they go from mosque to mosque, to meet with dialogue with Islamic scholars them, in organization to organization, that we were going to bring this man just like we did to Mufti man. We say, hey, This now other giant, other tycoon self they come again. I say this one forget I know easy. Especially America today, they Australia, yanda, yanda. But you see, let me tell you, try and fail is no disgrace. They don't do one. So today we are happy. Today we don't even know that we get COVID. I tell you, in Can one and in prayer for Sierra Leone, he get for do the special prayer for the leadership. He get for make special prayer for the sick one them. He go make special prayer for all faithless generation. And one thing remain. Sheikh Mohamed Awal is special in comparative religion study.
Okay.
And these are one of the areas where scholars they look at with the bias lens. One of the very much objective lecturer on that angle.
Okay.
For saying a Muslim deal with no. He has unbiased lens to look at those issues, bring out those facts. I think say we university students really today they get for learn much, especially the Friday start on tomorrow in McDonald. It's going to be wonderful. And the main lecture set get for the Hill Valley Academy in Mambo.
Okay.
That will be another fantastic program. I want to thank you all who have brought this whole thing to light.
Before I know you guys are running because the schedule tight. It's good that when I come here, but let me come to you, Sheikh Mohamed Awal. What are some of the things Sierra should be looking out for? You're going to be here. You're going to be at McDonald tomorrow. You'll be at Tumbo Waterloo Highway. You'll be talking to people. You'll be meeting with people. What are some of the things that they should be expecting?
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Some of the things that I'll be talking upon, number one, like I said all the time, is to bring unity among different faiths and let them understand that after all, we worship the same God, but we have different routes. It's okay for me to present my case as a Muslim. It's okay for you to present yours as a Muslim, as a Christian, as a Jew, whatever it is. But we have to understand ourselves and to live in harmony and establish that cohesiveness in order to propel this nation to the next level. And so therefore, these are some of the things I'm going to be touching. Besides, giving the youth the sense of envisioning, something that they could see through the lens of understanding, the lens of progressive, the lens of not just staying in one place, but get up and just keep going. What the Quran said, "Siru fil ard, fanzuru kayfa kana aqibatul lazina min qabli." Travel on earth. I don't mean travel to America or Germany. If you go to Ghana, you travel. If you leave the east part of Sierra Leone to the west part, you've traveled. What it means is that you don't have to stay on, just in one place. Rise up to the challenge of the world. The world has so much to offer. And so the youth are looking for something to hold on to. So we have to give them the sense of direction, something to cushion back on. I think the youth, once we build upon the youth, they're the one that will take this country to the next level. And so my concern in most cases, the youth. When the messenger came to Medina, you hear about Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, Abdullah ibn Rabah, Sayyid Qudri, Osman bin... They are youth. They were youth 15 years old, 18, 19. But you think about them like some big mullah with a turban. No, they were youth. So he, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he built upon them. And today, whatever we know, we learn about Islam and how to live, with people all over the world, different angles, different tribes, different this. We learn from them. So definitely, these are some of the things that hopefully I'm going to be passing on to the generation, inshallah.
Well, we can't wait for that. I'm sure so many people are excited about it. So for those of you who are watching us on Facebook, those of you who are listening to us on the radio, this is exactly the big news that we have for you. It was not planned. They just stepped in the studio, and we were so happy to have them here this morning. But Sheikh Fumba, we time for wrap up now. How Sierra Leoneans for conduct themselves today, tomorrow, and of course on Saturday as well for listening to the lectures.
Let me hasten for leak out a very important point. Not that we are at the AfriCell radio station, but to be frank, we had chosen other radio station before this time, but we raffle out which one could be best and which one could suit the standard of the guest. So when I have a radio station with a managing director, but I look at that, I say no, not with guessing standard is. We need a standard radio station where they gain international recognition where they go online. Married? me radio not they go online. So let me tell you, AfriCell Radio sit best. So God bless it. And then we young generation actually get for comport. We don't do previous sensitization. Move from mosque to mosque, like how we do the same thing for we move to make one camp. We also want for let the adhere to that COVID principle, because the government advised we that in such a situation, in a normal, we all know not a normal situation, so they therefore adhere to that COVID guides them. Then secondly, you know, the word of God and therapy. The word of God get healing. Bible and the Quran agree that God is word and medicine. I believe that day the things we in God will help we and mercy we through the blessing of some of them design and special people the way God make. You see the world in no level. Some side they get hill mountain. Underneath you get precious gold and diamond and then. Now so among human beings, the human family are special people. He gets some ground in a holy land. He gets some people where he put him up by your business don't solve. So one for 10 Sierra Leone and say, Sheikh Awal, Mohamed Awal in Kawana, bless him for Sierra Leone. And we go pray that before he left the soil of this nation, he go pray for we better one. We believe in prayer. Sierra Leone in uniqueness, now you don't analyze and so. You see, it can for unity among different faiths. We get Muslim, we get Christian, and then in Sierra Leone special in your religious tolerance. As I tell you, say in a man way, a very objective. I don't read a lot of book about them. I don't go on a website. I don't read a lot about them. Now, one of we admire in comparative nature, i.e. they mix in matter up, you know. Then lastly, he talk about for established cohesion. Government today, what do they look after? Now for how to bring the broken, the fragmented nation together. You be Timini, you be Madingu, you be Mende, you be whatsoever, you be Christian, you be Muslim. Government in agenda one for see people then. We will come for encourage the youth then. Because now day government in trend day. Now government in eat money, now young man then. So if you see somebody can set fire for let's scatter you do not. But somebody will get in how you go thread the crack between the youths, therefore bring them come together and let them for them see the truth by themselves. So when you are convinced by your own actualization, what in the body present, you look inside, they say, hey, through the other, then you go consider no force, no coercion, no knife, no sword, no jihad. Now the effort would they make for let the truth come out. So finally, I want to tell we brothers and sisters and say, if you're down there, let we decently behave like how you do in the past. I know we lay, why we not much lay emphasis, we don't do them before. So not like a Sheikh Awal in Kamwan will get a headache, you know. We are worried whether COVID will block them, we know will come. That was our worry. But in Kamwan in Syria, we will have no worried again. Christian or Muslim will all the welcome. Make I tell you, if a day at a Sunday, if you want to go service, with the can go to some important church, you will go service. So this is how we are in Sierra Leone. We let we serve, we join hands together, and we move forward this nation for the better future. The young man then, the need for progress. You look at the lens we took now. You see the sense of direction, the youth they need that one day. And you get forget the lens of progressiveness. So young man then, he get short-sightedness. You know, they see far. But when they come, you wouldn't know get motivation for learn, you know, for educate. So man just wants to know on a basis, but if you see the kind of person motivating, you will get that lens of progressiveness for go before. And let God make the youth able to see with that lens there for take forward the His Excellency agenda for education. This is a radical educational approach which His Excellency don't take. All inclusion. You be sick man or you be blind man or you cripple or if less fortunate people than all man for land this plan here. So that Salon in the shortest possible time it will go back to in past glory.
All right. Well, well said, Sheikh Fumba. Let me finally come to you, Sheikh Mohamed Awal, and wrap this up. We are so honored to have you. And I asked you about what are some of the things that you're going to be talking about. So you're going to be covering different areas in Sierra Leone, but the grand event is on Saturday. Any clue on exactly what that really is going to be about?
Okay, just like my brother Sheikh Fumba just mentioned clearly, most of the time I do a lot of traveling, and most of the people seems to have some kind of misconception about certain issues. A country like Sierra Leone, we know history, it is part and parcel of the history documentation that Sierra Leone have been living with Muslim and Christian for quite a long time. And those are the places that I need to go and keep on, building the bridge and forging alliance. there is a lot of misconception about the fact that Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is not a messenger of God, he's not part of the messengership thing, he's not a prophet, this and that, he's not even mentioned in the, you know, in the books that were given to various prophets, things like that. That's when I stepped in. So when I step in, what I do is I'm going to read what the Quran says, what the Bible said, what the Jewish scriptures and the, different references from them, just to, and then go to the linguistic act of the Jewish tradition, take the language, take the Arabic language, juxtapose it, come up with something that will clearly make you to realize that what you were thinking is you're looking at the, lens with just one eye. But if you open it up and, be open-minded, definitely you will see your way around. Just to make people understand different understanding of things.
Well, I want to, appreciate the fact that you are in Sierra Leone, and we wish you well. We hope that you enjoy your stay. Sheikh, what would be the final message for Sierra Leone?
Yeah, I want to tell everybody thank you, especially Rashidin Muslim Jama and the FOSMA, Friends of Mohamed Awal. They're a very small group, but they get a focus that one day that man able can settle. And let me tell you, it don't come. So family, then the agenda was one day Ugo must bring Sheikh Mohamed Awal in Sierra Leone. The man went in America, he did in Australia, he did over and that. Well, this now we America now. This is our own America. You are here now with us, so we know. Say this Thursday morning, I know I feel good when it's Sierra Leone. When I saw in the social media, he talk good about Sierra Leone. I said, but when they kind of Sierra Leone, look how he designed and he described Sierra Leone. So I want to ask her just one question. Before, what will your perception change? Is there any perception change before you can't Sierra Leone? We don't can now. This chilly Thursday morning you are here. Before you came, you were talking beautiful thing about Sierra Leone.
Right.
Now you are here, so practical. I nearly came. What is the difference?
Absolutely. In my course of studies back in the state, in the University of Washington, where I did, Toastmaster. Toastmaster is specializing on public speaking and the way to think and go forward. So I have about 5 or I think 6 Sierra Leonean students that we were there together. Okay. And so that led me to, that was a long time ago. So I kept studying about Sierra Leone, this and that, and then my wide scope reading led me to dig a little bit into Sierra Leone. But then again, most of those that I know from Sierra Leone, they're just sweet people, man. They're just so sweet. And so I developed that concept that definitely, I've seen this, different people, they never know themselves, but yet, so Sierra Leone got to be something special. So me coming to Sierra Leone, definitely what I perceive, what I think is not what I have seen. I have seen even more than what I was, my perception. Okay. So clearly I know by the time I stay for the next week, it's not going to be, it's just going to be, going to break the roof.
No, I'll break this to you. You definitely love Sierra Leone because we are one people very receptive and we know exactly how to welcome visitors. So it's a very...
let me ask you one question. Why when I take with guests, we had about 5 radio stations, we make a program that Sheikh Awal, which radio for go first? And all of a sudden, after said come inside, what do you think the magic?
Well, it's easy. This radio station is almost all around Sierra Leone. We're online, and now that he's here talking to Sierra Leoneans, everybody will listen to the radio station right now will definitely hear exactly and know that he's in town. So that's just the
You mean special campaign under the coalition?
No. It's just that the people trust us. They know exactly we bring nothing but the best for them.
Thank you.
All right, it's a pleasure having them here this morning, and so be on the lookout for people in Tombo, people in Waterloo, McDonald, and of course the big event is on Saturday at the Eel Valley Academy. It's exactly 12 p.m. That's the time, just so you know. So make sure so you don't need the alley. And as Sheikh Fumba mentioned, people for observe the COVID regulations. Go there with your face masks and make sure you comport yourself. It will be something that we will definitely love. So we want to thank you again for coming. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. This is Afro Radio. It is the What's Happening Breakfast Show. Good morning.
Thank you.
Where is the banner?
This is the banner of Sheikh Muhammad Awal. There's a cross section of Rashidin, Muslim Jamaat.
Somebody that looks like me here.
Okay, that's you.
Okay, that's me. Well, let me just make sure. Okay, that's me. That's the smile. So.
Indeed, indeed.
Okay, Rashidin, I heard about you. You're very strong guys. I'm just hoping and praying that Allah should give you the energy to continue to do what you do. Bless you in that regard. Open doors of success for you. And the youth that have been part of and parcel of this community, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to instill you with, endow you with wisdom that is of beneficial for yourself and community. And officially, I'm part and parcel of Al-Rashidi. And I'm glad I've seen the plan of Sheikh Mohamed Awal. And there's one thing that needs to be added. Zaytun Dawa Institute, that is the umbrella itself. And I just hope and pray that all these will under it. So come forward from alliance, help ourselves and become handlers. I'm ready, and Zaytun Dawa is ready to do whatever it takes to make this community great. Thank you. I'm glad that you have me. One more call. Keep on smiling.
This is good, mashallah. Yes. This is.
Do you use the step?
Yeah, I like to use that.
Okay.
It helps me a lot.
So we'll be using it.
Because most of the time you travel, so lift, you take the lift down, you dig it
I
up.
know.
So this is something that.
Yeah, sure.
Mashallah.
We're not trying so that we go. Let's rest. And do so. Let's go.